we need your help. The county needs, I'm speaking to the press and the folks behind me, the county needs your help. We have over 50,000 properties, all have to be reassessed at once. The law doesn't allow this kind of thing to be phased in. The appeals process has to take place between July and October 31st, so there's a limited window of when this can happen, and actually the first appeals can't start until August. To facilitate as many property owners having the opportunity to have their due process, the commissioners, upon the recommendation of the reassessment management team, the plan is to have a total of 5 appeal boards. The primary appeal board and 4 what's called auxiliary appeal boards. These are Lebanon County residents. They have to be a resident of the county. The law says they need to be qualified and residents of the county, but that doesn't mean they need to be appraisers, they don't need to be lawyers. We're looking for professionals or lay people, retired people, folks that are able to sit, hear a set of evidence, both from a property owner and from the assessment record, and make a fair judgment about whether or not the assessed value of the property is correct, needs to be changed, and make a decision. It's sort of like a judicial process in the sense that the judge isn't the expert. He listens to the experts and he makes an informed decision. That's what these appeal boards do. It may sound intimidating, but they're 3-panel boards, so they're working as a team. They will have the assistance of a technical person from the assessment office or the reassessment, an appraiser, to answer questions and explain the county's value. They'll have access to all the county records, electronic computers with a projector on the wall, so that the information is available for both the appeal board and the property owner to see in that environment. And they will get formal training with a certified class that explains assessment law, so that they'll have the highlights of what their job is. Not what to do. They're going to make their own decisions, but what does an appeal board do? Part of the project includes providing a certified class, state certified class, that says this is the job of an appeal board. In fact, this class is being taught at the assessors conference to a group of assessors coming up, and it's been used in many other counties. So they'll know what to do, but they'll have to make the decisions on the individual properties. We need 4 auxiliaries, 3 members each, and 8 alternates. That's 20 people, which then can be appointed by the county commissioners, by the primary appeal board, to serve as these auxiliary appeal board members. So
I had given names to Jamie already.
I have a couple, yeah.
So I don't know if he wants to continue to take it or if he wants to change it over to Dan.
Have them come here. Dan can certainly be involved.
Commissioner's office and
Dan
direct
can
them
talk.
to the administrator.
And
Class.
what's that?
The length of the class?
It's at least 1 full day, sometimes a day and a half. It depends on how much detail we want to get into on the technical aspects of computer-assisted showing of the CAMA and some of the appraisal things. But it's absolutely. And that training, just so you know, will actually occur sometime in July, because of the detail, but you have to give 20 days advance notice of when the formal hearing is to the property owner, and they have to appeal. So if they appeal on the day they get their notice, the first appeals that we might be able to schedule are going to be in mid to late July, probably the beginning of August.
These positions, what do they pay?
That'll be set by the salary board of the county. It's typically a per diem in other counties, or with a full day and a half-day rate. The only thing that I would say that would potentially be a problem or would preclude, if somebody is an active lawyer or appraiser intending to actively represent property owners in any way with this reassessment, they need not apply. They can't do both. You can't be on the appeal board representing the county and then tomorrow be facing an appeal board. That's a conflict of interest, and it isn't something that's workable. So,
Just what is typical of compensation? I mean, I know that's ultimately up to the board, but what's typical when, you know, in the other counties that have done it the last 2 years?
I've typically seen $100 a day.
Or $50 a half day.
or $50 a half day. Country was founded on, citizen government and people participating. This is a citizen opportunity, much like jury duty, to assist in what will be arguably a difficult process, but to make sure the property owners are heard, and they're heard by their peers, people in the community, to evaluate this. It's not the government against the property owners, and like I said, this is not about making money for the taxing bodies. We want the right answers. We're not making the values any higher than what the sales evidence history shows over the last few years, not counting 2008 and before and the high markets from there. Our goal is to get the right answers because we want the statistical results to bear out that we have the best uniformity possible. Consistency is the #1 thing for me. I want to see consistency, which is why you're going to hear a word from me a lot from now through the end of the year. Process. Go through the process. If there's something that the person has an issue and they haven't gone through the process, they haven't called, they haven't done an informal review, they didn't verify their data on the internet, then they're missing out on the best way to get this done. If they come into a formal appeal and say, I can't afford to pay my taxes, that's not actually going to help them because ability to pay isn't the issue, it's what's the value of the property, and we want to make sure the data's right before you can be sure the value is right.